This week, I'm kayaking, camping, and searching for Death Song Cave. In it are rumored to be artifacts from a lost civilization, human remains totaling in the hundreds, buried deep in the caverns of this landscape, and vast amounts of gold treasure. But beware, it's been said that when you shout into this cave, what comes back from its depths has sent shivers down the backs of warriors. Hear that? Join me as I make my way through this beautiful landscape, camp on islands in search of Death Song Cave.
Let's keep going. This is crazy. Trying to keep a mental map of this place where it goes.
Gotham, Wisconsin, a tiny town located in southwestern Wisconsin. In the area surrounding this little town, there is a lot of history. The whole area is steeped in mystery. From where I'm telling the story today, Indian Creek is just to the west and is said to have lots of ghostly sightings. Due to this point, to the east of where I am, is where the daughter of a pioneer jumped to her death while being pursued by an Indian war band. Native Americans long used the Wisconsin River as a highway through the forests, canoeing, fishing, and living on its banks and burying their dead there. Once I learned more about the crazy history and the legends of this place, I had to see it for myself. I wanted to experience the caves, but also the river itself, because it's so vital to understanding this story. So with 3 days of supplies crammed in a small kayak, I made my way down the Wisconsin River and to the shore of Bogus Bluff. All right, so I kind of blew past the bluff a little bit. I'm gonna park everything here, meet my friend Miles, and I'll go check out the caves. Miles is an awesome guy. He's a former member of our National Guard, and he is a naturally fearless person. So I figured this might be up his alley. So we met at a very foreboding gate and began our journey up the bluff. I've got some rope, I've got some helmets, some dry bags, some gear. I'm not sure what to expect. The landowner who gave us permission to film and explore on his property did give us a little bit of information that'll help us navigate, hopefully, pretty easily to where the caves are located. I'm hoping we can capture something that'll help shed some light on this crazy legend. This is Bogus Bluff. French coins were said to be hidden here by the American Fur Company during a time when travelers on the Wisconsin River were at the mercy of Indian war parties and river gangs. In fact, a river gang of counterfeiters used this cave system as a hideout and a base of operations for over 20 years. They even evaded escape from the law by vanishing into the caves while being chased up the bluff. Later, a number of them were successfully arrested.
Wow, this is a real goose chase right now. Well, we have 10,000 mosquitoes eating us alive. We're working our way around the bottom of this prominence right now. And at some point, I'm assuming it opens up and we can get a clear shot to the summit. All right, so we made it to the top of this bluff, and I think this cave system is somewhere in here. There's lots to explore today, I think. There are paths all over up here. It's about 90 degrees, maybe 85, I don't know. It's hot, really humid, and about 100% mosquitoes. Imagine it's off and to the right when you get down a bit more. Maybe it's to your right. All right, so Miles just went down the hill a little bit. He found the entrance, or one of the entrances to the cave. So I'm just going back to get some kind of minimal gear for our exploration, and then we'll head inside. Is this it? Oh. You ready? I'm ready to go. We're gonna go in. We're gonna get suited up and head into this beast. See what we can find.
The ancient legend is as follows. When 2 young Native American boys went missing in this cave, several warriors went in after them. After having not returned for a long while, the other warriors that were outside the cavern shouted into the cave in hopes their brothers would hear them, but they never heard a response from their brothers. Legend states that the sound that carried up and out of the cavern carried softly on the wind and sent a cold shiver down the backs of every man standing at the mouth of the cave. It was a sound they'd never heard before, and one that went on to be called the death song of an Indian. After 6 more tribesmen entered the cave and didn't return, and again the death song grew even louder, their leader, Great Eagle, then gathered 100 men, armed with weapons and torches in hand, and entered the cave once again to find their missing tribesmen. But as the legend states, one by one, the men in the front of the line began to vanish into the inky darkness, leaving those still in the light retreating to safety. From then on, the chief forbid anyone to enter the cave. The chief ordered the cave sealed, and it remained a mystery until it was discovered again in 1848 by an Austrian immigrant named Paul Seifert. He had purchased 60 acres of land and had been making money by selling artifacts he found on his property. In one such dig, Paul happened upon the entrance to Death Song Cave. Later, in the early 1900s, Paul sold artifacts to an author and invited him to the cave to see where they had come from. And this is where it gets absolutely crazy. The modern-day legend. They both entered the cave, proceeding forward until the ceiling of the cave got lower and lower until they were forced to crawl on their stomachs to move forward, using ropes to get to various passages and rooms within the earth until finally arriving at a great cavern filled with the remains of hundreds of people and animals, filled with artifacts.
One thing that's true about this cave is it's a lot of crawling. And with steel screws in my knee, doesn't feel so great. I should have bought some knee pads. Thanks to the Wisconsin Speleological Society, they told us to bring hard hats, and I'm really glad they did because I've already bashed my head on many rocks so far. We're gonna try to see if this entrance here leads us to Death Song Cave. Because as the legend states, the cave goes until it starts to narrow more and more and more until you have to crawl on your belly, and then it opens up into a vast cavern. So maybe that's where this is heading. We're gonna see. Maybe Miles will go in forever.
The author described how a song began to emerge from the darkness. He described it as the howling of a lot of maniacs and the moaning of the dying under torture. They proceeded into yet another chamber full of various skeletons and more artifacts, and the horrible sound continued. Fearing for his life, the author asked his friend to take him out. Paul obliged. They left out of another passage, passing a skeleton of a young girl that had a beautiful necklace of quartzite discs and copper banding. The author tried to make it his own and was stopped by Paul, saying she lived centuries ago and died young. She was only a child and must have been proud of that necklace. Let her keep it.
It's a good idea, Miles. Let's turn our lights off and see just how scary it is in here. Wow. I couldn't even imagine trying to find your way out with no light.
It would be impossible. It would be impossible.
That would suck if you got lost without a light in here. Oh yeah. Okay, so there's another passageway this way we can check out. So far, the only artifacts we're finding are glass bottles. Oh yeah, this is like a straight up dead end, like a mine shaft. There was some attempts made at searching for treasure in this cave, and you can tell some of these side tunnels are more or less hewn by pickaxes and drills and whatnot. I feel like some of these are not natural occurrences. They were honeycombing these bluffs trying to find the treasure. So far we found some broken glass, animal scat, some dried up bones. There's been no gold coins as of yet. Is there something up there?
Yeah, I think so. It looks like it goes pretty far.
Oh, we didn't take that one yet?
No.
Oh.
This is the last one.
No. This is definitely longer than I thought it would be, this cave system.
Yeah, this just keeps going.
Our voices sound so weird.
I know, like muffled almost.
Yeah. It's really weird in here. I feel a breeze. Like somehow they were going to another exit. This feels like another exit. It's coming up here. I don't know why I should feel a breeze right now, but I do.
There's some writing.
What?
Here, I can't read it though.
Yeah, 10 out of 10. This is awesome. This is very cool. What a gem. Hear that? Super low rumble. That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool. Kind of creepy. Kind of creepy. Kind of cool.
I think it keeps going.
Oh, all right. Let's keep going. This is crazy. Trying to keep a mental map of this place where it goes.
More candle wax.
Oh yeah. A little room.
Yeah, more writing in here.
Oh yeah, that's tight.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
78.
What? Huh? Wow.
64? No way.
What? That's cool.
I can like feel a breeze.
Seriously?
Yeah. Or,
What? I feel a breeze.
yeah. And I could
We must be by an exit or something. Look at that down there. It's like that's probably a whole other like passage just waiting to be dug out. What's that thing? Is it glass? You know what I would do?
What?
If I was the landowner, I would totally like come in here and hide like fake stuff, fake treasure. I would find like I would like put like a little gold coin, you know, like down somewhere, just partially hidden. Yeah, that would be hilarious. What's that?
You want to keep going?
Oh, there's more?
Yeah.
Dude, I thought we were in a room and with no exit, and there's literally an exit right over there. So yeah, let's check. There's more to go. This cave literally keeps going. Let me check my battery though.
What do you say, left or right?
Maybe left.
Left?
Maybe left, yeah. I'm gonna set up a little cairn here so that we know which way we came from. What do you think, Miles? Pretty cool?
Insanely cool.
It's just so crazy that like we keep finding all these little rooms and tunnels in this cave. Some of them are like pretty much the same size as you go through them, kind of like they were mined, you know, like somebody was mining, looking for treasure in here. Lots and lots of human effort and time spent in this cave system looking for treasure, I think.
December 3rd, 1922, the Milwaukee Journal reported on strangers from the West seeking treasure in the rattlesnake-infested bluffs, said to have been in possession of a spirit map to guide them to the treasure. That says a lot about the state of mind of these treasure seekers, don't you think?
Best $24 I've ever spent on a helmet. Pro tip, if you're ever going to go amateur caving or whatever, invest in the $24 helmet on Amazon.
Yeah, the bare minimum.
It's pretty awesome. Remember at the cairn, we go through the cairn on the way out.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think, man? Should we go left or right?
Let's try left.
All right, we're gonna try left.
If this keeps going, we're gonna end up at like Devil's Lake somehow.
I don't doubt it. Man, seriously, this is crazy.
Yeah, this is so long.
It's so tall right here.
Though.
What is this? It's like a nest, dude. I'm just looking at this like, what am I looking at? This is old timber. We have another choice. So, what do you see up there?
I can't tell if it ends right there or if it's hidden or turn.
You know what I think is weird? All these rocks that are right here stacked up.
Yeah, like blocking it.
Yeah, why are these rocks all stacked up, blocking this way? What's that?
We're at an exit.
Are we?
Yeah.
We found an exit. We found an exit. That's crazy. Totally crazy. Oh, wow. Watch your snakes.
So we exited the coolness of the cave into the blinding light and intense heat of the outside, happy to be free of the rocky prison walls. But after a short break, we decided there was still more to discover. So we went back in.
Going in this way is more creepy.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Oh, it's so much more creepy.
To exit a cave is the feeling of cheating death. So there was definitely the feeling of dread mixed with excitement as we went back inside.
If I had $1 for how many times I've hit my head on the ceiling, these things have paid for themselves. And then some.
Yeah.
So this seems like a dead end over here, right? Maybe? Do you want to check it out?
Let's try it.
There's all these rocks that
Over
are
here.
in the way, keeping us out, maybe, of this area, and I wonder why.
And
The author wrote a news article about his experiences upon returning home. Paul reportedly continued selling artifacts that he gathered from the cave for many years until his death. The cave remained his mystery until his death in 1921.
So we put that cairn down, cairn, however you pronounce it, and I'm glad we did because I felt like this was the right way to go over here. But in fact, we came from this way, so drop glow sticks or make little cairns.
After his death, the entire area has been searched in fine detail, every bit of the landscape searched. Did the earth reclaim the entrance, never to be found again?
Woo! That was awesome. That was definitely awesome. No skeletons, no gold coins, but memories. That is very cool. Very cool.
We chose to find a different route back to the top of the bluff, and we were once again shocked at what we found.
There's another cave. Another cave. So this is crazy. We found a whole nother entrance to this cave system, and we started here, and now we're down here looking at another entrance. So I'm thinking this must connect to that other exit we found. I think if the juvenile turkey vultures or whatever weren't nesting right there, maybe I would go in that cave entrance. Unfortunately, I don't want to disturb them. You know, like they probably can't fly. They're a little young. I don't want to mess that up. So if you ever come across something like this when you're exploring, just let it be.
So we bid the cave farewell and made our way back down Bogus Bluff and to the river, reflecting as we went on the bizarre nature of this story and feeling a sense of pride and accomplishment for having wandered courageously through such a darkly fabled labyrinth. Miles left and I was reunited with my kayak, making my way downriver in search of the perfect island for the night. And boy, did I find it.
I found my island for the night. I am super happy with this place. It is beautiful. I'm gonna have a really nice view of the sunset as I cook my food. It's time to make some dinner and to wash some of that cave off of me from today. What an absolutely incredible experience that was. That's the first time I have been in a cave like that. The system just kept going and there's multiple entrances and so many tunnels and paths. It's just amazing. So I'm absolutely starving. That was a huge calorie burn going through that cave. And then going on the river, coming down, then finding this island, and then setting up. So it's been a long day. I'm really excited about eating some good food, or mediocre food, or any food really. It's kind of crazy that we could go from going deep underground into caves with such scary and crazy stories and pop back out just a couple miles away and be in this paradise of a beach. Like, got my own private beach. I have not seen a single person the entire time I've been on this river. It's wild. Nobody's out. I can't wait to pick up on the adventure tomorrow on the river, see what else we can find. I think I picked the right island.
Since Paul's death in 1921, no one has been able to locate the chamber, rumored to be full of artifacts, remains, and treasure. Over 100 years later, and it's one of the best mysteries out there. Is it real? Was it all a hoax? Is there some truth to it? I guess we'll just have to keep looking. And to me, that's more fun. Because once a mystery is solved, the adventure ends. The journey is the treasure. Thanks for being here. We'll see you out there.